Hello everyone! Today with you me, Nataliia Dolzhenkova from school number 18. Ready, steady, go! By the end of our lesson, you will be able to talk about different means of transport and try to say how do you usually get to school. And let's start. Our first task, you can see on my slide scrambled words which you need to write in the correct order, and don't forget that you will also have some pictures. Match them. Okay? Do you need to do what? Yes, you're right. You need to write scrambled words and only after that read? No, right. You need to match them with the pictures. Move on. AINTR. What mean of transport is it? Yeah, that is train. Next, SUB. Bus. Oh, it's too long word, but I'm sure that you know that. Yeah, that is your motorbike. Next one, AVN. Van. Oh, it's easy for you because this word begins with B. Yeah, right, that is your boat. Oh, a tourist bus we usually call a coach. Plane, car, ship. Next one, tram. The last but not the least, it's your bike. And which mean of transport begin with letter L? Yeah, you are right, that is lorry. And our next task, where you need to match the pictures with the words. It's train, what this? It's a bus, it's a motorbike, it's a van, it's a boat, it's a touristic bus or coach. Oh, are you fond of flying? You need to use this plane. Next, car. The next one, ship. Oh, very nice, tram, a yellow one. That is your bike. That is our lorry. And train, that's picture number 1. The next one, that is your bus. Here is, you can find our motorbike. Next one, your van. Here is your boat, a coach, a plane, a car. I like this car. A ship, a tram, a bike, and a lorry. Move on to our next exercise. Don't forget about our keywords or vocabulary. You need to divide the means of transport into 3 categories. Which one you can travel by land, which one you can travel by air, and which one you can travel by water. Let's look onto my chart, and we not only use the keywords from the previous exercise, but also I add some more words to this list. That is, you can travel by bike, bus, car, coach, lorry, by motorbike, by scooter, by taxi, by train, by tram, by van, and by underground train if you are fond of traveling by land. What about the air? If you are keen on traveling by air, you usually use a plane, a helicopter, a hot air balloon. Oh, maybe you're fond of rockets. And also a spaceship. If you like traveling by water, you can use such means of transport as a boat, a ship, a yacht, a submarine, a jet ski. Oh, have you ever tried it? Do it. It's unbelievable experience. A speedboat and a cargo ship. Okay, which one do we add to the list? Right, that is our taxi, underground train. Next one, what about traveling by air? Okay, I have mentioned hot air balloon, add a rocket, and also a spaceship. Good job. And I also said four more words to the list by water. I have mentioned jet ski, speedboat, and cargo ship. Oh, do we have a word submarine in our previous exercise? No, we don't. That is one more word to your list. Keep it on, and I'd like that you look out onto highlighted phrases which we can use when we are talking about different means of transport. What does it mean? You can say, go by bike, or you can use only one word, I cycle. You can use go by car, or it's one word, drive. Move on, go by bus, train, plane, or you can paraphrase it or say it in another way, such as take or catch a bus, a train, or a plane. If you are fond of going on foot, that means do you use any means of transport or not? Yeah, you go on foot, or you can say it into one word, walk. Oh, my favorite word combination or family word, such as give somebody a lift to. Imagine the situation that you need that someone drive you to school. That means give somebody a lift to. That is the same that drive somebody to. Let's work with some more sentences, and you need to paraphrase it and use our key words, but don't change the meaning of the previous sentence. 1. Dad sometimes drives to work. Where is the key word? Right you are. That is drives. How can we paraphrase it? Drive, or we can say go by car. That is, Dad sometimes goes to work by car. The second one. My sister drives me to the underground station. Drives somebody to. That is our last word combination, or you can say that my sister gives me a lift to the underground station. Maria never goes to school by bike. Goes to school by bike or cycles. On Fridays, Harry takes the tram to school. Takes the tram. That is, Harry goes to school by tram. Good job. And the last one, I always walk to town. What does it mean? You always go on foot to town. Please learn these structures that will help you to describe or say how do you usually get to school or somewhere else in 2 different ways. Now, our next task, you need to match the adjectives with their opposite meaning. I ask you again, the same meaning or the opposite one? Right you are. You need to use these opposite adjectives. What is the opposite adjective to safe? Here we go. That is dangerous. Comfortable. And the opposite one? Uncomfortable. Slow. It's like a snail. You move too slow. But I'm too fast. Cheap. And which one is the opposite, which is cost a pretty penny? That is, yeah, expensive. Okay, the next one, convenient. What is the opposite? Inconvenient. Now, let's complete these sentences with the adjectives from this list. Coaches are usually more than bosses. Which are they? Right. Coaches are usually more comfortable than bosses. I couldn't sleep on the plane because the seats were so... What can be? What's wrong with the seats? Yeah, so uncomfortable. Motorbikes are more than cars. Let's compare motorbikes and cars. Dangerous. Yeah, that's absolutely true that motorbikes are more dangerous than cars. Don't cycle on that busy road. It isn't safe. We were late because there was a lorry in front of us. Slow, lorry. I had to change train 3 times. It was too inconvenient for me. It's not suitable for me. 3 times. Can you imagine that? Oh my God. Her mom has got a big, maybe such car like in our first exercise, this Jeep. Yeah, and it should be fast. Her mom has got a big, fast car. Let's recycle all the opposite adjectives from the list. Safe, dangerous. Fast, slow. Inconvenient, convenient. Comfortable, uncomfortable. Expensive, cheap. Good job. Move on. Now you are going to listen to 5 speakers that talk about how they go to and from school. You need to match these speakers with the sentences below. But before we start our listening task, let's look through this list of sentences. They will help us to pay our attention to the key words and the context. This person works home from school. The second one, this person's mom gives her a lift from home to school. This person takes an underground train and a bus. This person takes a tram. This person sometimes cycles and sometimes walks. Ready, steady, go. Speaker 1. I live quite near the school, so I usually go by bike. But when it's raining, it's a bit dangerous to cycle, so when it's raining, I walk. Speaker 2. My school is quite far away, about 6 kilometers, so it's difficult to walk or cycle there. But there is a tram stop right outside our block of flats, so I take the tram. My friends take the tram too, so that's nice. Speaker 3. The school isn't far from my house, but my mom leaves for work at the same time as me, so she usually gives me a lift. But she finishes work late, so I go home on foot. Speaker 4. My school is in the center of the city. In the morning, I walk to the underground station and take an underground train into the city. Then I have to catch a bus. It takes about 45 minutes in total. And Speaker 5. I take the bus to school in the morning. My friends all go to the bus too. After school, I walk to my mom's office. She walks near the school and she gives me a lift home. Which speaker is the person who walks home from school? Right, that is speaker 3. Which one is the person whose mom gives her a lift from home to school? That is speaker 5. You remember that after school, this girl walks to her mom's office and her mom gives her a lift home. Which speaker is a person who takes an underground and a bus. That means that she uses two means of transport. That was speaker 4. Which speaker is the person who takes a tram? Speaker 2. And which speaker is the person who sometimes cycles or sometimes walks? That was speaker 1. You know that you are two attentive students. Good job. That's all for today. Do you remember our outcomes at the beginning of the lesson? Yeah. Let's answer for the question. Can you use different means of transport? Yes, you can. Can you use different word combinations and opposite adjectives with these means of transport? Yes, you can. Can you speak about your way to school? And you need to write about your way to school. And don't forget to use our keywords, means of transport, and also adjectives. I'm sure you can do it easily. That's all for today. Stay healthy. See you soon. Goodbye.